Hello, my name is Miranda and I'm going to read from The Fragility of Bodies, a thriller by Sergio Olguín set in Buenos Aires, which I've translated. And it's about a criminal gang that makes money by gambling on the lives of children, exploiting children in a deadly competition. And in this scene I'm going to read one member of the gang who works as a coach at a football club is going to see if he can recruit a young boy of 10 called El Peque. One day they had finished a bit later than usual. Ribeiro told him to stay back because he wanted to speak to him. The other children dispersed quickly, hurried on their way by the late hour and the cold. El Peque put on his coat and sat waiting on the cement step that served as the club's humble rostrum. Ribeiro came over, smoking, and stood in front of him. Peque, you're a brave boy. You play on the front foot. I like that in a player. Not like those losers who take a dive at the first kick or think they're Maradona because they play a 1-2. El Peque couldn't help thinking, despite these words of praise, that he was about to be thrown out of the club. Not because he was bad, but because he couldn't pay the membership fee or because he rarely contributed anything towards the Pepsi. I know you've got money problems, right? My mother works in a lot of houses so that my little brothers can go to school and eat. But you'd like to have a bit of pocket money, wouldn't you? Every lad wants to have a bit of cash, and the older they get, the more they want. El Peque didn't answer. Ribeiro took it for granted that they were in agreement on this point. So I have a proposal for you. Look, I don't make this offer to everyone, only a select few. Ever since I saw you in the park, I've been thinking that you could be one of them. So I'm going to propose a deal that will make some good money. To avoid misunderstandings, I'll tell you straight off that this isn't for sissies. What I'm about to offer you is only for really tough boys. It's not for anyone. El Peque was putting all his attention into understanding each word as it was spoken, but so far none of it was clear to him. What I'm proposing here is that you take part in a competition between two brave boys. There are some games that aren't shown on TV and which people like to watch, to place bets on, who knows? Like cockfights. Have you ever seen cockerels fighting each other on TV? Well, this is something similar. I've got friends who love placing bets on which guy is braver. It's easy. Two boys stand on the railway track and wait for the train to get closer. When they think it's close, they jump to the side and that's it. Nobody makes them do anything. You can see the train coming from 3 blocks away, and if you decide you don't want to stay on the track, you jump off. Job done. Don't tell me that isn't easy. It's easy as pie, especially for a kid like you. You want me to go and stand on a train track and wait for the train to come? That's about the size of it. Obviously, I'll take you to the place where the competition is going to happen. I'll drive you there and take you home afterwards. It's you against another boy. I'm sure you know him. It's Cholito. El Peque had seen him once or twice. He played with the under-12s at the club. I'll take you both. We wait for the train to come. Whenever you feel like it, you jump to one side and off you go with your money. That's the best thing about this. You get 20 pesos just for showing up. 20. Even better, I pay you before you get on the track. And if you manage to stay on longer than Cholito, you get, listen to this, 100 pesos. 100 smackers just for you to buy whatever you want, to spend on all the things you like. Have you ever seen a 100 peso bill? You can walk away with one in less than 10 minutes. What do you think? 20 pesos, 100 pesos. When in his life would he be able to make a sum like that? Are you up for it? Yes, yes. You know what? I always knew you were going to say yes. You're as tough as they come. You're going to go far in soccer. In fact, if you carry on like this, next year I'll take you to try out for Boca or River. 20 pesos, 100 pesos. One other thing. People can be idiots, so I'm going to ask you, I'd almost say I'm going to insist that you do not tell anyone, because the likelihood is that if they find out, they won't let you take part, and then you can wave goodbye to the money. You'll never see another peso. As he was leaving, El Peque ran into Rafael, who shot him a questioning look. El Peque said a quick hello and ran back to his barrio, his head spinning. He couldn't tell anyone. And that is from The Fragility of Bodies by Sergio Olguín.